In a recent episode of his podcast, Joe Rogan didn't hold back when discussing Logan Paul's unexpected decision to reject a fight offer for the legendary Conor McGregor. This revelation sent shockwaves through the combat sports community and raised questions about Logan's credibility as a fighter. Rogan, known for his candid and often humorous takes, highlighted the absurdity of Logan's choice to pass on such a lucrative and high-profile matchup. Logan Paul, the self-proclaimed warrior of the influencer boxing scene, was offered a staggering $250 million to step into the ring with McGregor, a fight that many believe could shatter pay-per-view records. Instead of jumping at the opportunity, Logan opted to decline, which left Rogan scratching his head. He pointed out that Logan often brags about his fighting spirit. Yet when the moment arrived to face a true combat athlete, he folded faster than a cheap deck chair. Rogan's critique was sharp and pointed. Logan loves to flex about being a fighter, but when it's time to face an actual fighter, he ducks out faster than a kid on a school playground, he quipped. The irony was not lost on him. Here was a social media star who had built a career around bravado, now hesitating to engage in a significant fight. As Rogan delved deeper into the conversation, he reflected on Logan's past encounters, including his split decision loss to KSI and a disqualification win over Danish. He noted that these matches hardly constituted a solid fighting resume. Logan's victory over Danish was more of a circus act than a boxing match, Rogan remarked, emphasizing that Danish barely threw punches during their bout, making Logan's win feel more like an escape from embarrassment than a legitimate achievement. Rogan also touched on the broader implications of Logan's rejection of the fight with McGregor. He argued that turning down a chance to fight one of the sport's biggest names not only undermines Logan's reputation, but also showcases a lack of genuine commitment to the sport of boxing. Logan doesn't want to be a fighter. He wants to look like one, Rogan stated bluntly. This distinction, he argued, is crucial in understanding Logan's approach to his career. Furthermore, Rogan highlighted the financial aspect of the proposed fight. $250 million is life-changing money, he said. That's not just a paycheck. That's buy-your-own-island money. He questioned whether Logan was simply too comfortable in his current setup, where he can curate his image and avoid real risks, instead of stepping into the ring with a formidable opponent like McGregor. The conversation took an interesting turn when Rogan pointed out the psychological implications of Logan's decision. To him, it was clear that Logan thrives in controlled environments, such as WWE, where he can script his moves and carefully manage his brand. When it comes to real boxers, that's a different story, Rogan argued. Facing McGregor means stepping into the unknown, and that's a risk Logan isn't willing to take. Rogan's insights also shed light on the growing trend of influencer boxing, which he criticized as a sideshow masquerading as a sport. He likened Logan to a performer more interested in marketing than improving his skills as a fighter. We've gone from gladiators fighting for honor to influencers playing dress-up in the ring, he lamented, underscoring the dilution of combat sports integrity. As the podcast progressed, Rogan made a compelling case for why Logan's rejection of the McGregor fight is indicative of a larger issue in the sport. At what point do we stop pretending Logan Paul is a real fighter, he asked. Is a marketer, a showman, but a fighter? Not even close. This pointed commentary resonated with listeners who are increasingly frustrated with the spectacle that modern boxing has become. In conclusion, Joe Rogan's exposure of Logan Paul's decision to reject the fight with Conor McGregor serves as a critical reminder of the divide between genuine fighters and those who merely play the part. Logan's actions reflect a broader trend in the sport, where spectacle often takes precedence over authenticity. As Rogan aptly put it, if Logan ever decides to stop playing it safe and actually fight, let me know. Until then, the boxing community will continue to grapple with the implications of influencer culture on the sport they love. What do you think? Is Logan Paul too scared to face a real fighter? Or is he simply focused on maintaining his carefully curated image? Drop your thoughts in the comments below.